Before the pandemic, I was building my life. I had finally gotten my license. I was applying for jobs, making friends and plans, and dreaming of moving to New York. And then, all of a sudden, without warning, everything came crashing down. The pandemic didn't just pause my life, it reset it. The very thought of driving made me panic. Social anxiety hit harder than ever, and I really needed a job. When things started opening up, I moved from the East Coast to Arizona, and then from Arizona to Maui, and eventually surviving on a Starbucks paycheck. I was enjoying my life in Maui. I was living in a jungle hut, living paycheck to paycheck, picking the wild fruits that would grow, and enjoying sunny beach days. It was enjoyable, but I was definitely surviving because of the low wages that Starbucks pays on the island and the high cost of living. After a while, family dynamics shifted, and my immediate family and I came together just to make life more affordable. In Maui, we were actually thriving and enjoying life. In fact, it was one of the best times of our life, as you can see from my past vlogs. After a couple of years, we decided to chase our lifelong dream, traveling, which now it turned out to be bittersweet. There were good times, but then there are also hard times. And it's not what it looks like online. First, we went to Turkey, which was amazing. I felt like I wasn't in Turkey long enough, so I definitely want to go back and visit. And then we went to Albania. The friends we made in Albania was amazing. They were so wonderful, we felt like we met our people. However, homesickness hit, and we made a snap decision to return to the US, which later turned out to be a mistake. I also had a crazy and scary ex-boyfriend that wouldn't leave me alone. So that was also part of the motivation to leave. We went to Idaho. we sunk our money into a business. And soon after we moved, we missed traveling. We sold the business, and we set off for Mexico, which was a really wonderful time in our life. I will talk more about that later in an upcoming travel diary. And after Mexico, we decided to go to Guatemala. That was also another wonderful experience, so stay tuned for that travel diary. Then came the country of Georgia. Georgia was bittersweet, mostly bitter. Again, stay tuned for that travel diary. So again, like I've said before, social media shows travel as glamorous. It shows the best side of places. And I know that those without a tight budget enjoy themselves more. However, we were traveling on a tighter budget. It is a very different story. And also, it is more expensive than you think. And the cheaper places are cheaper for a reason. There are things that we have taken for granted, such as comfort, clean drinking water, and other important things. And here is a fun fact. Places like Italy and France were way more affordable than the country of Georgia. I was really surprised about that. So in Georgia, we were really missing the USA. And we lived in a city in Georgia, so we were really craving nature. And we were also craving comfort, and we were just generally homesick. We were also greatly missing Maui. However, it has become more and more expensive. So we decided to move to the Big Island. At the time, we didn't realize how big a mistake it would be. Again, stay tuned. I'm going to make an entire video about that nightmarish situation. Long story short, our horrible landlords forced us to flee, and we decided to go to the Lone Star State. It's affordable, yes. but the heat is unbearable, which we didn't take seriously at the time of our research. But after experiencing it for ourselves, it is real. The heat is real. Now, over 1,100 days later, we are still going from Airbnb to Airbnb, dreaming, saving, rebuilding, and looking for our forever home in our forever community. And it is hard rebuilding our lives right now as we work as online teachers for half the year, and we have to try to stretch our financial means for the other half. That's why I'm an aspiring YouTuber. We want to have the financial means not only to survive, but also to thrive and enjoy life. And to also have much needed comfort and security. The sort that we missed when we were traveling abroad. If you know of any towns or states you would recommend, we'd love to read them in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video and have found some inspiration or comfort if you're in a similar situation. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I will see you soon. With love, Malia.